Welcome in to the Iron House Pick Show. Welcome back. Week 4, NFL edition. We ain't gonna waste a whole lot of time. But please, comment, like, subscribe. Get in the comment section. Friendly banter only, though. Don't be disrespectful to each other. And definitely don't be disrespectful to the host, baby. More on that. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. We ain't gonna waste a whole lot of time. Last week, though, they get smacked up a little bit. They had to bounce back on the late games. End up breaking even in the NFL. So overall, hey, a push is better than a shove, right? I know. Let's get right on into it. First game on the card Thursday night. Seattle Seahawks going to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Spread on this game is -1.5. Total is 43.5. Seattle is favorite, -1.5. Listen, Arizona, bro. I mean, they lost to a hampered San Fran team last week. It's divisional matchups. They're always kind of close like that. They did end up covering the spread. But good God, man. I mean, I had Arizona getting the money line in that game because San Fran was a little too banged up. Seattle on fire right now. Sam Darnold was actually balling. Didn't see that coming. Did not see that coming at all. I thought Seattle was going to be in the way. You heard? I thought they was going to be in the way, but they are not. They're balling. Both of these teams are 2-1. The Cardinals, however, are not an impressive 2-1, and I gotta rock with Seattle in this one, -1.5. Man, I just have to. I really do. For many reasons. Arizona's just struggling far too much with other teams, man. With teams that I feel like they really should be, handling well. Now you take the James Conner injury into consideration, man. You really in trouble. Heart and soul type player, man. Down and out. It's a damn shame. And for that, I gotta run with the Seahawks, -1.5. Next game on the card. It's the Dublin game, going to Ireland, man. Vikings at Steelers. This one is a 2.5 point spread in favor of Minnesota. Total is 40.5. I'm going with Minnesota in this one. And the reason I'm going with Minnesota in this one is because, look, I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers fan. Man. But boy, does he look old. That Jets game came out fire. I'm like, oh, he's back. And as the weeks went on, you're just kind of looking at him like, even though they are 2-1, but much like the Cardinals, it's a very weak 2-1, honestly. I gotta go with the Vikes in this one, man. I really do. I really gotta go with the Vikes in this one. -2.5. The Vikes defense is playing pretty decent. That last week that didn't have Joe Burrow to contend with, as he's out for forever. Jake Browning steps in the backup role and gets absolutely torn to shreds. The offense was doing their thing. Defense had 2 defensive touchdowns. I think the Vikings truly do overwhelm the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game, and that's why I'm going with the Minnesota Vikings, -2.5. Next game on the card. Commanders at Falcons. Commanders are going off as a 1.5 point favorite. Total is 44.5. Listen, man. Atlanta died a terrible death last week. And I don't know how to react to that. Michael Penix, after 2 good showings, I thought he played really good in week 1. I thought he played fairly well in week 2 in Minnesota on the road. Man, they went to Charlotte and got their ass tore out the frame, dog. It got bad for Michael Penix and the Atlanta Falcons. And look, I don't want to say it's Michael Penix. Hell, I don't even want to say it because they even go to Kirk Cousins. I don't even want to say it's him. I think it's an organizational thing, man. I think it's bad coaching going on down there. Because how the hell do you get beat by the Carolina Panthers 30-0? We had I had Atlanta before the season started as my favorite to win the NFC South, man. I thought it was going to be a close run. I thought they could, swing it in the end and pull that division off. And it doesn't appear to be that way at all. Taking a loss to the Panthers like that is just insane to me. Absolutely insane, man. Marcus Mariota for the Commanders came in, filled in nicely for Jaden Daniels like he always does. There's not a huge drop off, if you ask me. I like the Commanders to win this one. Am I overreacting? Possibly to the both teams' performances from last week. You're damn right. Because losing to 30 to the Falcons or to the Panthers is absolutely crazy. Losing by 30 to the Panthers is crazy. I can't back that, bro. I can't back that. Give me Washington, man. -1.5. Steal of the week, possibly. Next game on the card, Saints at Bills. Spread on this game is 16.5 towards Buffalo. Total is 47.5. Look, man. 16.5 is a lot of points. Y'all know where I'm going with this, right? 16.5 is a lot of points. But not in this one. The Saints went to Seattle last week and got absolutely annihilated. And look, man, same thing probably happens here. I gotta keep it all the way live, man. I mean, however the Seahawks wanted to score, they scored, man. Special teams, they blocked them. But they had a kickoff return, they blocked a punt. It was crazy. I mean, the Seahawks did whatever they wanted to do. Buffalo is one of them, they primed up them with how the AFC is looking. They might roll right into the right into the bowl with this. But here's the question I gotta ask, right? Before I would take this spread. Is this one of those weeks where Buffalo tries to because they're not going to lose to New Orleans, though. I just don't see that happening. And this is one of those weeks where Buffalo tries to fine-tune some things on the offense in preparation for some games down the road. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to work on things, I mean, look, the NFL is the NFL. Nobody's going to take anybody too lightly in the NFL. But there are bad teams in the league. All these guys are professional. They all get paid to play. So does Buffalo, try to do some things. Maybe they get up big early and start sitting some guys, maybe. I don't know. Start working on some different kind of things. I don't know, man. 16.5 is most certainly a risk. But I've seen this. Usually when the spread is this high, bro, it's for a reason, man. I'm probably not going to take this 16.5. I know I talked about this shit, but I'm probably not going to take it. I'll probably look for Buffalo on the team total or something, man. Probably try to get some props into some first half play or something. See what the first half spread is, because 16.5 is a lot of points in the NFL, man. It really is. We ain't gonna waste a whole lot of time on that. Next game on the card, Browns at Lions. How about the Browns last week? Huge win, man. Knocking off the Packers at home. Spread on this game is 9.5 in favor of Detroit. Total is 44 and a half. Detroit, they lost the game earlier to the Packers, who the Browns just beat, by the way. But Detroit in these last 2 weeks has been a different monster. They look like they're back to their old ways. I don't know what happened in that first game. Something was off. But it is not off here, man. Detroit is a dog. Now again, 9.5 is a lot of points to take in the NFL. Or to lay, rather. 9.5 is a lot of points to lay. But 63% of the public don't think so. And neither do I. I like the Lions in this one, man. The Browns can't score. Truth be told. They can't. Their defense is phenomenal, though. They really are. But I think they get worn down by mid-third quarter, and it looks a lot like that Baltimore game where you seen the Browns hung around for a while, and eventually the Ravens just start pulling away from them. I think that's the same thing that happens in this game, honestly. Until they make a change at quarterback, man, the Browns ain't going to do nothing. Joe Flacco is old, can't move, he's a damn statue. Give me the Lions, man. Minus 9.5. Next game on the card. Panthers at Patriots. New England going off as a 5.5 point favorite. Total in this one is 42.5. I know what you might be thinking. Carolina's here, baby. They're here. And you might be right. You might be right. But I don't buy that, man. I think the Panthers are still the Panthers. But with that being said, I don't think New England should be 5.5 point favorites over anybody. Over anybody. They haven't shown me anything to make me want to lay 5.5 points with them, bro. Absolutely not. So like I said, total in this one's 42.5. I might try to find something on the total, maybe a team total or something like that. I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time in this game because I'm probably not going to bet it, man. If I was to go away, to be honest, it'd probably be Carolina to be inside of that 5.5. Because like I said, nobody should be betting New England to beat anybody by 5.5. But 62% of the public thinks that they're gonna go that way. Hey, y'all have fun with that, man. I'm cool. Probably gonna stay away from that game, man. We ain't gonna waste some more time on that. Next game on the card, Chargers at the Giants. Chargers going off 6.5 point favorite. Total in this game is 44.5. Last week, or not even last week, was it Sunday night? Russell Wilson was terrible. After that 400-yard performance at Dallas, and we're like, oh, look at Russ. Check Russ out. And then he goes up against Kansas City, who's not, they're hampered by injuries. They're not the Kansas City that they once were before. And it was awful. Which is a testament to how bad that Dallas defense actually is, because Russell Wilson probably will never throw for 300 yards again against an NFL team, much less 400. But that was crazy. 400 yards against the Cowboys. Comes out, lays an egg against the Chiefs, gets benched, and now we have the insertion of Ole Miss phenom, Jackson Dart. I like Jackson Dart. I do. I liked him in college. I thought he could ball. He's super accurate. Lovely arm. I like the kid a lot. But he's going into terrible, terrible situation here against the Chargers, man. This is a good spot for the Chargers, dog. Playing a rookie, your defense is pretty stacked up. The Giants really ain't showing you nothing. Jackson Dart is obviously a breath of fresh air from Russell Wilson. Shit. Me or you can get in there and quarterback the Giants at this point. Russell was terrible. He's absolutely awful. Time for him to hang it up. But I mean, minus 6.5 to me, man, that's a steal. Chargers winning this game by 2 scores easily, dog. Easily. I know they're got to look. They're going all the way across country. It's an early game. They're on the road. I don't care. I don't care. The Giants. I mean, they haven't shown you anything, right? 69% of the public's on this game. You know, once it starts getting too high, though, you know, you gotta flip the switch on it, bro, because, you know, Vegas gets involved and tries to get involved in these things, bro. And it's, you know, look, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying something. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying something. Give me the Chargers for this one, though. I mean, I can't back the Giants right now. Not with no rookie in there, man. Against that defense, just can't do it, man. The Chargers are finding their stride, you know, in the passing game. They really ain't done much on the ground, but, you know, then you got Najee Harris. He's out for the season. But Omar Hampton, he's, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Chargers minus 6.5. Next game on the card. Eagles. My squad, you see it. You see it. Them big badass birds, baby. Going to Tampa. Take on the Buccaneers. Eagles, 3.5-point favorites. Total in this game is 43.5. The Eagles have not looked good in Tampa in the last 2 outings, okay? Last season, we went down there in week 4 and got absolutely, blown out the water. Blown out the water. Now, we did have a lot of injuries. We had no AJ. We had no Devontae Smith. It was just a bad scene for the Eagles on that day. Couldn't move the ball, couldn't do it, couldn't stop anything, but just it was awful. In fact, the only touchdown, I think we got 2 touchdowns that day. One of them was like a blocked field goal or something like that. Ended up going for a tug or something or other, some anomaly score that helped make the game look better than it actually was, but we got our asses kicked. Then we go down there in the playoffs months before that and lose 32-9? This got absolutely shredded. But I'll tell you this. Since that Bucs loss last season, the Eagles have been a different team. They've been kicking ass. And I don't think it stops right here. I don't think no mental blocks come into play. The Bucs have no Mike Evans. The Eagles defense is looking good. It's particularly in second halves. They only have allowed 14 second half points all season. Give me the birds. And if that offense gets going like it did in the second half last week, if they can put a complete game together, watch out. Watch out. Because it's only going to get worse for teams from here. And it's going to start with Tampa Bay. Give me the Eagles, minus 3.5. Next game on the card. Titans at Texans. Battle of the 0-3s. Man. Houston going off as a 7.5-point favorite. Total in this game is 38.5. It's hard to back the Texans. Their offensive line is terrible. C.J. Stroud is not good, look good, and they can't run the ball. Now, all that is mainly in part because, like I said, their offensive line is terrible. Their defense, however, is really good. On the Titans side of the ball, they don't do anything well. Nothing. You saw the first game, and you're like, Cam Ward looks good. These damn receivers just can't catch. And then the wheels fell off, and you're like, oh, okay. I see what's going on here. The Titans are still the same sorry-ass Titans, and I can't back them. Give me Houston to finally get their first win at home 7.5, a little too high. I would like to see that get bet down. But I can't see myself picking the Titans, man. I can't. They're just too bad, man. They're too bad. The Texans actually were in some games, and they could have. Really, the Texans could have won every game they've been in this season. Had it not been for that terrible offensive line. Only 53% of the public is on Houston, which is good. I'll take that. I don't want that number to get super high. Give me the Texans minus 7.5. Next game on the card, another good one. Colts at Rams. Rams going off. It's a 3.5-point favorite. Total in this one is 50.5. I think the Colts are undefeated no more after week 4. I like the Rams in this one. I do. Now, the Rams they already been battle tested. Okay, I mean they played the good defense with the Texans. They played a good defense with Philly. They shredded the Titans, but who wasn't shredding the Titans? The Colts really haven't played anybody. Okay, the Dolphins are awful. The Titans, like I said, are awful. And that would be their two common opponents. And the Broncos, who the Broncos really could have won that game. Missed field goal. Guy gets called for a leverage penalty. Moves the Colts up, hits the field goal, walk-off style, and the game's over. The Broncos should have won. They really should have. So the Colts really should be sitting at 2-1. But hey, in the NFL, or in any sport for that matter, a W is a W. Can't be mad at that. But I think it runs out this week, man. I think the Rams are pissed. They had my boys, them birds. They had us on the ropes last week. And they could not knock us out. They couldn't, man. They could not finish the job. I think that plays a huge part, man, in what the Rams are going to do this week. 3.5 might not be enough. Do we see the Colts fall back to reality? Man, I don't know if they fall back to where they were before. I think the Colts still have a really good team. Jonathan Taylor is phenomenal. Danny Dimes is doing his thing. Finally. But the Rams might be too much for them at home. Give me LA in this one. Minus 3.5. Next game on the card. Jags at 49ers. I heard something very interesting yesterday. The Jags last season had 9 turnovers. 9 turnovers all of last season. 17 games, 9 turnovers. It's been 3 weeks, and the Jags got 9 turnovers. Their defense is really like that. Their defense is like that. San Fran in this one is 3.5-point favorite. Total in this one is 47.5. I don't know I don't think it gets that high. The under is probably the play in this one, quite honestly. The way both of these defenses are playing. Bosa's out. Bad injury. He's gone. Niners still don't have Purdy. But Mac Jones is doing, I guess he's doing an okay job of filling in. They keep winning. So obviously he's not doing that bad. But I tell you what, 3.5 is a lot for this game. Are the Niners better than the Jags? Healthy they are. Not on the money line. But let me get Jacksonville plus 3.5 in this one. I don't know. I like this. I like this matchup for Jacksonville, man. Just the way their defense is playing, even though they got to travel all the way across the map. But really, the time difference does not change when you start the game because it's going to be, it's going to be 1 o'clock there too, right? So it'll just be like playing a late game, I guess. Perhaps. I don't know. I'm bullshitting. The jet lag might wear it out of the Jags, but hey, we're not worried about that, right? Not on the 6-hour flight, hopefully. So 63% of the public is on the 49ers, man, but I'm not rocking with that. I'm going Jacksonville plus 3.5. Next game on the card. Before this game started, or before this season started, you looked at week 4, you were probably like, yo, game of the week, right? Game of the week. Man, how the mighty have fallen. Ravens at Chiefs. Baltimore going off as a 2.5 point favorite on the road. Total on this one is 48.5. Man, this is tough. This is tough. Chiefs, hopefully they start getting some people back. The Ravens defense can't stop anybody. They got completely annihilated. Didn't stop the run at all. The Ravens gave up 7 sacks. 7. That's a lot. Lamar Jackson getting sacked 7 times is crazy. Look, man, I don't really know which way to go with this game. I'm going to watch it because I'm a huge fan. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I say again, I am not a professional gambler, okay? I do this for fun. This is fun for me. All right? The better roster right now is the Ravens. Do they cover that spread, though? I don't know. I mean, 2.5, you would think, okay, a field goal. The game comes down to a field goal. The Ravens probably win, man. Neither one of these teams look great, though. I got to be honest. Derrick Henry has 3 fumbles in 3 games. The Lions were all over Lamar. The week before that, the Browns was getting at him. If the Chiefs can stay on these boys, man, on the defensive side, stay on them, man, the Chiefs can keep this game close. I'm not saying the Chiefs win, man, but I got to take Kansas City plus 2.5 here. They just been keeping even the games they lose, they keep them close. They just hang around. And the Ravens ain't showed me that they can win them type of games, man. Now, the Ravens right now got the more talented roster, but they just not bringing it together. And to be honest, the Chiefs are probably going to go out here and fight a little harder than the Ravens for this because they need this game. If the Ravens go 1-3, their division is trash. They're probably going to end up winning their division anyway, going 1-3. If the Chiefs go 1-3, it might be a wrap. It might be a wrap for Kansas City, man. Give me Kansas City plus 2.5. Next game on the card. Bears at Raiders. Chicago going off as a 1.5 favorite. Total on this is 47.5. Can I get behind the Raiders again? I don't know. I got to be honest, man. I have got to be honest. I don't know. They had the thing with with Geno throwing it away. I expressed my feelings on that. Throwing it away in that game against the Chargers 2 weeks ago, rather. Then this week, they got the Bears coming to town and, they went to Washington and got slept. Left there punch drunk. Commanders beat the hell out of the Raiders last week. This game, I don't know. These teams are kind of evenly matched, man. Honestly. I mean, Caleb can run around, throw the ball. They both can run the ball a little bit. Give me the total, man. Give me the total to go over 47. I like this game for both teams offensively, man. I think both teams can possibly make some things happen. I don't know if I would have touched that. It's almost down to a pick 'em at 1.5. I don't really know if I want to even touch that, man. I'll probably get back into this and see if I can get something maybe Sunday morning on this game in particular. 54% of the public is on the Raiders. As far as spread is concerned, I don't know if I can back that, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I'm probably gonna run with the total, or try to find some good props on this game or something like that, man. I'm really gonna stay away from this game. Next game on the card, the Sunday nighter, Green Bay at Dallas. Green Bay going over 6.5-point favorite. Total on this game is 47.5. Do we gotta complicate this? Green Bay lost last week and it did not look good. But Cleveland's defense is that deal. They really are. Dallas' defense, on the other hand, is awful. Then you take away the fact that there's no CeeDee Lamb. Dallas is in trouble, dog. They are in absolute trouble. With that Green Bay pass rush, man, Dallas is in trouble, Jack. I'm telling you, it could get real for Dallas in Big D. Pause. It can get real. Green Bay, 67% of the public's on them. Like I said, I don't typically like it that high, but you know, right now I can run with that. Try to get in on that -6.5, man. Cause good grief, the Cowboys are bad. They really are. They really are. Packers trying to get some get back from last week, man. I know that's probably got to be a frustrating loss, bro, to lose to a team like Cleveland, who has no offense. They do got a running game, but they can't pass the ball to save their fucking lives. Excuse my language, but they can't. They cannot pass the ball to save their lives. Let me get Green Bay -6.5. Next game on the card, Monday, the first Monday nighter, Jets at Dolphins. Game of the year. Yeah, right. Game sucks. -2.5. Favor of the Dolphins. Total on this one is 45.5. 65% of the public is bet Miami. Who cares, man? Who cares? All right, look. Give me the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins. The Jets can't do nothing, man. This is frustrating. But the Dolphins did show signs of life last week against Buffalo. The Jets are they're just a trash fire, man. Trash fire. This is just too. I mean, it's not easy to pick because both of these teams are sorry. But if the sorrier of the two teams is definitely the Jets, man. Give me the Dolphins -2.5. Ain't gonna waste a whole lot of time on that. Last game on the card, Bengals at Broncos. Denver's a 7.5-point favorite. Total on this one is 44.5. Listen, you might be telling yourself the Bengals got their hind parts tooted and booted last week, right? Which they did. I mean, they got soufflé, dog. Cooked, steamed, fried, dyed, laid to the side. All that. However you want to say they got done up. They got done up in a major way. But Denver really hasn't looked that good. In every game they played, they kept teams close. Kept them close, whether it be wins or losses or whatever. Even in a win with the Titans. I think Browning could possibly right the ship here. He could right the ship. I don't think the Bengals are that bad. Will Browning throw some more picks to that talented Denver secondary? Possibly so. But Bo Nix is really not showing you a whole lot. Now, the Bengals don't really have a good offense, or I'm sorry, good defense. So you know, Bo Nix he could do some things here. But the Broncos defense, honestly, is not as good as we thought they would be. You know, Chargers had some guys injured last week, and they still found a way to win. This one's tough. But I think Browning could right the ship here. 7.5 is like, if it was 6.5, man, I'd probably side with Denver, dog. But to be honest, both of these Monday night games, I'm probably gonna stay away from. Chrome to the Dome. If I had to pick a team, man, I'd probably run with the Bengals plus 7.5. Only because the Broncos ain't really showed me a whole lot, honestly. Keeping it a bean. The Bengals still have all those hitters on offense. They just need Bryden to find some rhythm. Is the Broncos defense better than the Vikings? Defense? I don't think so. Not right now. Maybe later on down the road they could possibly be. And I thought they would be coming into the season. I thought the Broncos would be stout. Like I said, they still do have a good defense. But you're not seeing it right now. For that, man, 7.5 is just too much. Too much to ride with Denver with. Let me get the Bengals plus 7.5. I'm telling you, Brown Jake gonna right the ship this week. He's gonna right the ship this week. And I'm rocking with the Bengals. Like I said, 66% of the public is on Denver. I don't buy that. Bengals plus 7.5. Hey, at the end of the show, dog. At the end of the show. Do a quick recap. Nah, y'all got all the info y'all need. Watch the shorts. Check me out, man. Check us out at the Iron House Entertainment Network. We're gonna have some things brewing. Like I said, man, have some live shows. I got some people coming in. They want to talk a little smack, do some live recaps and things like that. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a lot of beer drinking, a lot of trash talking. Join in on all that good stuff, man. Hey, appreciate you guys coming out. Like, comment, subscribe, all those things. Get down there. Like I said, friendly banter. Keep it respectful, though. Keep it respectful. You feel me? Hey, until next time. I'm Jay Irons. It's the Iron House Pick Show. And I'm out.